Good evening and happy independence celebration, good people, great nation. I am Abdul Wahid Bibile. First, the highlights. Nigeria at 62, President Muhammadu Buhari thank God for successes recorded so far, though yet at destination. Fish farming running into millions of naira lost to flood in Ilorin. As correspondent takes a look at the plight of the elderly in commemoration of 2022 Day of Older People. Our discussion segment on Weekend Report is on Nigeria 62, gains, challenges, and the way forward. Plus, update from the world of sports, and of course, weather forecast. Details in a moment. President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration has made appreciable progress in improving the economy, tackling corruption, and fighting insecurity across Nigeria. The president, during his last Independence Day broadcast, itemized his several achievements in oil and gas, agriculture, and other sectors of the nation's economy, with a call on Nigerians to work with government in dealing with all the nation's developmental issues and challenges.
To inform my fellow citizens that besides our emphasis on infrastructural development with its attendant opportunities for job creation, employment generation, and subsequent poverty reduction, our focused intervention directly to Nigerians through the National Social Investment Program is also yielding benefits. Fellow Nigerians, in the past few years, we have witnessed and overcome a good number of challenges that would ordinarily have destroyed our nation. However, the indefatigable spirit of the Nigerian people has ensured that we overcome our challenges. It is in this spirit that I call on all of us to individually and collectively bring to the fore in dealing with all our development.
And coming back home, Nigeria is on the rise despite the many challenges facing the nation. Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak of Kwara State stated this at the 62 Nigeria Independence Day celebration. Ralat Ibrahim reports that the event was held at the Ilorin Metropolitan Square.
After the inspection of the parade, the governor mounted the days to take salute as the police, school children, paramilitary and uniformed voluntary organizations did the march past in commemoration of Nigeria's 62nd independence anniversary. Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak is confident Nigeria will get better if only everyone plays the necessary role and prioritizes national peace, unity and collective growth.
Nigeria is a nation on the rise. We are up against fluctuations of the global economy. However, our country is not stagnant. We're not hopeless. Every day new successes are being recorded and the economy is improving. Infrastructure development, defense, and democracy is progressing.
Schools were recognized for their performances during the march past, while the celebration continued despite some sudden showers. Raliat Ibrahim, NTA News.
15 fish farmers along Mumbo Phase 2 in Ilorin have lost investment of hundreds of million naira to flooding as due to non-completion of Asa River dredging in Kwara State capital. Olajide Bello here reports the colossal loss suffered by the agripreneurs.
In spite of the high unemployment rates in the country, rendering many graduates jobless, these set of individuals decided to take the bull by the horn and ventured into agriculture to put food on their tables and that of thousands of Nigerians. Little did they know they would wake up one day and all their investments, worth millions of naira with capital sourced from bank loans, would just go down the drains. Izechukwu Anedum, who has been in the business for 6 years, which has witnessed bountiful yields and expansion. But all that is history.
I have more than 10 ponds. So inside that 10 ponds, I have spent more than 20 million, almost 20 million naira, because all the pond is full. I have spent more than 30 tons of feeding, and the fish is about to sell. I'm planning to sell it even next week. I have even contacted my customer to come next week in morning to buy some of them, and this is not happened yesterday night. In fact, as I now, I don't know what to do, because even I collected some loan from bank. I don't even know how to pay the loan now. So I don't even know how to pay the loan.
Isiaka Adisa, Kafayat Aila and Ahmed Bello were not also lucky.
We just depend on this farm very well, seriously. And we are using loan to run everything. So can you see, it has already spoiled.
In fact, I've even planned a note about the fish that is stuck on the pond, that maybe after some months I'm going to collect loan of 3 million naira upon what I've spent on it.
They can't even call me, because they know if they called me on this type of thing, something may happen again. I collect the loan recently, and I'm asked to return the loan in 6 months. Now look at what has happened again now.
Most of this dread that they did is now affecting us now, and this is the first time that we'll be experiencing this. And as you can see for yourself, the river is now at our doorstep, and there is nothing anybody can do. It's not something that we can do on our own. So we want the assistance of the government.
What will be the fate of the likes of Izechukwu who have lost all their investment? Well, that's a story for another day. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
A portion of the bridge linking residents of Estate Junction and Harmony via Akeribiata has caved in. Though in the early hours of yesterday, 30th September, some residents took the initiative to provide a partial barricade of the road while calling for urgent government attention. At the time of filing in this report, the state government has directed the bridge be closed until repairs commence on the bridge to make it safe for use.
We just beg the governor to assist us.
You don't spoil. I beg. I take God beg governor. Make a help us can't do all these things. I beg.
As Nigeria marks another milestone in our existence as an indivisible entity, what are the pains and gains of the 62-year-old developing nation? Olajide Bello in this report reflects on the journey of the nation endowed with vast human and mineral resources yet untapped.
Memuna Aman Patigi, a native of Patigi local government area of Kwara State, is 2 years older than Nigeria. She recounts with nostalgia her experience in the early 70s when the land was flowing with milk and honey.
We all had a scholarship.
A graduate of 1970 will be easily given a job attached with period 504.
A steady increase in population, provision of basic amenities becomes a major challenge as Nigeria is a solely mono-economic nation.
So for Nigeria to shift from oil revenue to another sector, rice have come in to stay, and it has contributed a lot to the Nigeria GDP.
The electoral process since the transition from military to civilian rule has witnessed different initiatives and policies geared towards enhancing the credibility of elections in Nigeria. Like Oliver Twist, more is expected from the electoral umpire through leveraging on ICT to address some bottlenecks experienced in the conduct of the exercise.
Softwares or maybe developers who will make sure that from our various handsets, just like you cannot have 2 BVN, the same way they can develop something that will make us vote from the comfort of our homes.
Constitutional amendment over the years has also taken its toll on the navigation of the Nigerian ship.
The Constitution is the ground norm, the superior law, from which all other laws derive their legitimacy.
The quality of governance has improved. The quality of legislations has also improved.
The relationship between legislature and the executive is fine, but we don't do it as if it's a family issue. No, we do the right thing when we're supposed to do the right thing.
For the milk and honey enjoyed in the early post-independence era to be revived, there is the need for attitudinal change by all and sundry to make Nigeria great again. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
NTA ILORIN Weekend Report continues after this time out.
Every day, life presents hopes, dreams, and challenges. Challenges that can become successes with a little help. Because a little help can empower you to go from despair to celebration. A little help can keep you going until the race is won. A little help can turn bundles of anxiety into a bundle of joy. And with Glow Data, you get much more than just a little help. You get the biggest data deals in town to make every day glow with small wins and big wins. Dial *777# to select your Glow Data plan.
Sports Zone. This is your sports rendezvous happening in the world of sports. You deserve to know. You want it analyzed? Sports Zone on NTA ILORIN, both local and international. You get the breaking news and the history, analyzing with brilliant sports exponents. Live every Wednesday, 9 to 9:30 in the morning. That's the time for your wonderful moment in sport infotainment. Sports Zone. Join us. Let's set the agenda.
Welcome back. You are still watching NTA ILORIN Weekend Report. House of Assembly of Kwara State has urged the state government to liaise with the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, and IPADEX to provide relief materials for victims of flooding that ravaged communities along the bank of River Niger in Kwara State. This was sequel to the motion moved by a member representing Prateji constituency on the floor of the House, Rufai Adam. Abdulhafiz Alaya has the details.
Worried by the havoc wrought by flood in some communities in Patigi local government area of the state, Rufai Adam is calling the attention of the House to the need to avert the reoccurring disaster. He believes the flooding has not only destroyed people's means of livelihood in the area, but also endangered their lives every now and then. Members in their various contributions blame the havoc on the nonchalant attitude of the people to meteorological predictions, stressing the need for the victims to vacate the riverbank to ensure safety of their lives and property.
Indifference of the government towards the plight of the inhabitants was further endanger their lives and property, whose multiplier effect may lead to untold socio-economic hardship and hunger in the land.
What is most important at this point in time is that whenever we have flood casualties, flood victims, the government should be proactive enough to respond to their immediate need in terms of relief materials. Aside from the relief material that will be provided, sincerely, Mr. Speaker, there is need for our agricultural extension officers to be active, to wake up to their responsibility.
In this honorable house, all the stakeholders to urgently come to the aid of the flood victims with provision of relief material to cushion the effects. Those in favor of this resolution say aye. Aye. Against say nay. The ayes have it.
The Auditor General's report on the account of the state government for the year ended 31st December 2021 was also laid before the House and referred to the House Committee on Public Accounts. Abdulhafiz Alaya, NTA News.
We sincerely apologize for our inability to bring the discussion segment. Our guest is finding it difficult to get to the studio because of the gridlock experience along the route. Meanwhile, Kwara State government says it will continue to explore harmonious relationship with the Nigerian Army and other security agencies to maintain security of lives and property in the state. The state deputy governor, Kayode Alabi, disclosed this while receiving the new general officer commanding 2 divisions of the Nigerian Army Ibadan, Major General Aminu Shehu, on a familiarization visit. Raliat Ibrahim has the details.
The Deputy Governor, Kayode Alabi, told the GOC that Kwara is relatively peaceful, and this is with the support and cooperation of security agencies, including the Nigerian Army. He appreciated the Nigerian Army for cooperating with the state government to ensure the state remains peaceful.
Razak is ready to cooperate with you. Everything you want us to do, we're ready, because without security, investors will come to Kwara State, so we need to secure Kwara State before we can bring in investors. And we thank you because we believe that is ongoing.
Special Advisor on Security Matters to the Governor, Brigadier General Tunde Bello, lauded the gallantry of officers and the men of the Nigerian Army for their selfless service to ensuring internal security in the country. According to him, Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak takes the security of the state as priority, noting that nothing meaningful could be achieved without peace. Major General Chinade said his visit is part of his familiarization to units and formations under his area of responsibility after assuming duty as the GOC on the 12th of August this year.
As we all know, security is collective, and all hands are required to be on deck. And the cooperation and the support of the people is primary in advancing the cause of security.
The GOC solicited the continued support and cooperation of the state government towards achieving the desired goals to ensuring security of lives and property of the people. Raliat Ibrahim, NTA News.
The population of older people in Nigeria, especially from 60 years and above, according to statistics, is about 9 million people out of the total population of the country. As Nigeria joins the rest of the world to mark this year's International Day of Older People, Ahmad Fulani examines the plight of the elderly in Nigeria and how to cater for them.
Often regarded as senior citizens, the older people play vital roles in nation building as governments and individuals benefit from their wealth of experience. However, their well-being in a country battling various challenges such as insecurity and economic hardship is of grave concern to many, calling for concerted effort at resolving them. In line with the United Nations policy, the 2022 celebration is expected to serve as a hallmark, a reminder of the significant role older people play in traversing global challenges and contributing to their solutions with resilience and fortitude. An octogenarian, Clara Okiowo, who bemoaned government and relatives' negligence of the older people, is advocating for legislation that will cater for the welfare of the senior citizens and to be a heading in the country's annual budget.
At that stage, they can no longer be involved in the activities they are doing. They can no longer work, they can no longer sell things. Some can even no longer cook for themselves. They need care.
The moment you retire from your work, either privately or from the government establishment, you are more or less being neglected.
Payment of even the pension that people expect that to keep themselves up, though as small as it is, it's not regularly paid.
Improving the monthly entitlement of pensioners and paying as at when due, in addition to regulating market prices of commodities, are some of the ways suggested to better the lot of older persons.
Some of the food that anybody just wake up one morning and say the price of rice is 37,000 will not arise because somebody is there looking at them and say no.
Finding lasting solution to insecurity, especially kidnap of the older people, stakeholders believe will improve the standard of their living. Ahmad Fulani, NTA News.
And our sports. Nigeria international Wilfred Ndidi is set to make a return to Leicester City's squad for the Nottingham Forest clash on Monday. Fumilayo Family is our guide on sports cheat beat.
Wilfred Ndidi was not available for Nigeria during the international break as he pulled out due to a knock. He returned immediately to England, where he was treated to be available for the busy October fixtures for EPL teams. The FIFA observer at the 2022 Nigeria Football Federation elections, Gelson Fernandez, has disclosed that the World Football Governing Body came to monitor the election to ensure everything called football is protected before, during, and after the election. Fernandez, who was a Swiss international, opined that he has always loved Nigerian football after the Super Eagles dazzled the world at the 1994 FIFA World Cup in the United States. Arsenal maintained their impressive run to the new EPL season with a comfortable 3-1 win at the Emirates over Tottenham Hotspur. Goals from Thomas Partey, Gabriel Jesus and Granit Xhaka secured the 3 maximum points for Arsenal to maintain their top spot. Fumilayo Family, NTA News.
Now a quick look at the weather forecast for tomorrow, 2nd of October 2022. And that weather forecast wraps it up on NTA ILORIN Weekend Report. Thanks for being part of the show. Good night.